One of the most profound proofs of this work is that it works with animals as well as people. Sometimes people might say this is due to the placebo effect, but there's no placebo effect working with animals. And the emotion code works beautifully with animals, and we have found that 90% of all their problems are also due to trapped emotions. Sometimes we find that when we're working with animals, we need to work with the owner as well, because sometimes the animal will take on the trapped emotions that the owner has, and there's a dynamic going on between the two of them that sometimes has to be addressed. One of the most amazing stories about this was a horse that I was asked to work on one day. And we work on a horse through a surrogate person typically, where we'll have one person that we will test, and we will ask questions directly of the animal and get the answers on the surrogate person's outstretched arm. And as I'm asking questions of this horse, I find that the horse has an imbalance. It had a problem with lameness. It wasn't walking correctly. And they'd had a couple of different veterinarians look at it. They couldn't figure out what was wrong, so they called me. And what I found was it had an imbalance in its hindquarters that was due to a trapped emotion. And the trapped emotion was sadness. And so I'm asking questions. And there's a crowd gathered around listening. Is this trapped emotion about another horse? No. Is it about a human? No. Is it about a dog? No. Cat? No. I'm running out of options. A bird flies overhead, and I asked, is it about a bird? And the answer that came back was yes, it was about a bird. And everyone started laughing. And I started laughing too, because it seemed so comical. But the horse's owner was there, and she said, you know what? I think I know what this is about. She said that a week before, there was a little baby bird in a nest of baby birds immediately in front of this horse's stall. And one of the baby birds fell out of the nest and fell down onto the ground and struggled for its life and died. This whole sad, tragic affair was played out immediately in front of this horse, who was powerless to help and was overwhelmed by the emotion of sadness. That's what got stuck in the horse, that emotion of sadness. We released it, they took the horse out, and it was walking perfectly from that moment.